Hello students, today we'll be starting a new chapter that is from a supplementary book, and the name of the chapter is Bringing Up Curry. Curry here means curry is the name of an elephant, and bringing up means how the writer has brought up has grew curry. Now this chapter is written by whom? Dhan Gopal Mukherjee, and the chapter is taken from Curry the Elephant. There is a book, and from that book this chapter has been taken. What are the experience of the writer? What are the experience of the author that he is sharing in this chapter? Now we all have pets, we have read similar stories, there are different kinds of, there are different stories with which we can relate this chapter. Okay, so here we have the description of elephant and his activities. Now see, Curry, a 5-month-old baby elephant, lives and grows up with his 9-year-old friend and keeper. Curry is a 5-month-old baby elephant. He is a baby elephant and his age is 5 months old, and he grows up with his friend and keeper also, that is the mahout. He is 9 year old, his keeper is only 9 year old, and that means he is also a child. Curry doesn't eat much, just about 16 kilograms of delicious twigs a day. Now the Curry doesn't have much appetite, he doesn't eat much, he only eats 16 kilograms of delicious twigs a day. Playful and sensitive, Curry saves a boy from drowning. Curry is very playful, as we will come to know when we'll read the chapter, when we'll continue the chapter, and is very sensitive. Sensitive means he can understand when other people they are in problem, and he saves a boy from drowning. Curry the elephant was 5 months old when he was given to me to take care of. Now, Curry the elephant was only 5 months old when he was given to the writer, to the narrator, to take care of. The narrator was given the responsibility of taking care of Curry when he was only 5 months old. I was 9 years old and I could reach his back if I stood on tiptoe. Now, the narrator was only 9 years old and he could reach the back of the elephant when he stood on his tiptoe, the fingers of feet. He seemed to remain that high for nearly 2 years. For 2 years, he seemed to be high for the narrator because narrator's height was very less. We grew together. That is probably why I never found out just how tall he was. Now, the narrator and Curry, that is the elephant, both of them grew together. When they both were staying together, both at the beginning, both of them were young, then both of them grew together, and that is why the narrator didn't feel that elephant was tall, because he was also growing, his height was also growing. He lived in a pavilion under a thatched roof which rested on thick tree stumps so that it could not fall in when Curry bumped against the poles as he moved about. Now Curry lived in a pavilion. His shed was made with a thatched roof, and this thatched roof rested on thick tree stumps, thick tree branches, because Curry had the habit of, all the elephants have the habit of bumping against the poles. If the poles will be weak, if the stumps will be weak, then the roof will fall. So it was rested on, the thatched roof was rested on thick tree stumps. One of the first things Curry did was to save the life of a boy. Now, one of the first things that Curry did, and people could remember it, the narrator could remember it, was saving the life of a boy. Now, Curry is an elephant, he is an animal. We are more sensitive. Human beings has to be more sensitive than animal. But we here have a perfect example of an elephant helping a boy. Curry did not eat much, but he nevertheless needed 40 pounds of twigs a day to chew and play with. Now, Curry did not eat much, but feeding him was a big task because the narrator has to work very hard to gather food for him. He used to eat 40 pounds of twigs. 40 pounds here means 16 kilograms. And he used to play with those twigs also. Every day I used to take him to the river in the morning for his bath. Every day the narrator, the child, used to take the elephant to the river in the morning for his bath, and Curry was very more than happy to take a bath in the river. He would lie down on the sandbank while I rubbed him with the clean sand of the river for an hour. Curry would lie down on the sandbank, and the narrator used to rub the body of the elephant with sand of the river for an hour in order to clean himself. After that, he would lie in the water for a long time. After getting rubbed with the sand, he used to lie on the water for a long time because he used to enjoy that. On coming out, his skin would be shining like ebony. When he used to come out of water, his skin used to shine like ebony. Is a type of wood, and he would squeal with pleasure. Squeal means he used to scream with pleasure as I rubbed water down his back. As the narrator used to make him bath, as he used to rub his neck, he used to squeal with pleasure. He used to enjoy that bath. Then I would take him by the ear because that is the easiest way to lead an elephant and leave him on the edge of the jungle. Now, after his bath is over, the narrator used to lead him by the ear, take him by the ear, because if the elephant will not be treated that way, then it will not listen to the narrator, it will not listen to its keeper. So he used to lead him by the ear and bring him to the edge of the jungle. There he used to enjoy and play with the jungle, and the narrator used to gather twigs for the elephant. While I went into the forest to get some luscious twigs for his dinner. Luscious here means tasty. One has to have a very sharp hatchet to cut down these twigs. One has to have a very sharp hatchet. Hatchet means the tool with which the twigs are cut down, okay, and it has to be very sharp. It takes half an hour to sharp the hatchet because if a twig is mutilated, an elephant will not touch it. The hatchet should be sharpened first, then only twigs should be cut. Because if a twig is not cut down properly, if it is broken, if it is mutilated, then the elephant will not touch it. Elephant needs proper twigs. It was not an easy job to get twigs and saplings for curry. Now the narrator says that it is not easy to gather twigs and saplings for curry because curry is very choosy as far as his food is concerned. I had to climb all kinds of trees to get the most delicate and tender twigs. The narrator had to climb different kinds of trees to get the most delicate and tender. Delicate means soft twigs. If he is not able to get that on a particular tree, he used to climb another tree. So it was a tiresome job for the narrator. As he was very fond for the young branches of the banyan tree, which grows like a cathedral of leaves and branches, I was gathering some. Now, Curry the elephant is very fond of the branches of the banyan tree. Banyan tree is one type of tree, and he used to enjoy eating branches of the banyan tree very much. And the branches of the banyan tree also grows like a cathedral of leaves, okay. And on a particular day, the narrator was gathering few, and what happened on that day? It was a spring day. It was the month of March. When I suddenly heard Curry calling to me in the distance, the narrator heard that Curry was calling to him. As he was still very young, the call was more like that of a baby than an elephant. Now Curry was still very young, so the call of the elephant was like that of a baby and not that of an elephant. Generally elephant is a huge animal, okay, so but since his age was less, it seemed like a baby. I thought somebody was hurting him, so I came down from my tree and ran very fast to the edge of the forest where I had left him, but he was not there. So the narrator, when he heard the voice of the elephant, when he heard him screaming, he felt that somebody is hurting the elephant, so he is calling his master, he is calling his keeper. So the narrator jumped down from the tree, and he ran to the edge of the forest where he had left Curry, but Curry was not there. So what will happen? Where had Curry gone? Had Is he in danger, or has he gone to help someone? So we'll continue this in the second part of the chapter. This chapter is a bit lengthy, and we'll divide this chapter into three parts.